The festival of Passover was really the beginning of all of the festivals. The Exodus from Egypt was the defining moment of Israel, when Israel broke their subjugation to man and to the works of man. The Israelites had been in Egypt subject to men building their great buildings. Whenever I'm visiting New York, I always think about Egypt, just going through these straight avenues and streets with their towering buildings that dwarf man, just like the pyramids in Egypt dwarfed man. One feels one's become a slave to the modern age, a slave to technology, and you've got to fit into these square cells and parameters that modern society creates. And Pesach is a time to break out of all this. We radically dissociate ourselves from the world on Pesach. We don't even eat our regular food. We take our matzahs and we focus on the matzah, which is said to be the bread of affliction, but it's actually the bread of redemption. And the eating of the matzah is actually taking into our bodies this new redemptive light. The whole way of the Torah is the way of the mitzvot, the commandments. Now the first of these mitzvot is the matzah, which has the same letters, the same essential letters of the word mitzvah. When we eat the matzah, which is the climax of the Seder night, on the night of Pesach, we're actually eating and ingesting God and redemptive light into ourselves. So the festival of Pesach is a time to make a radical break with so-called civilization, with the captivity it puts us in, and to let our minds expand through the 4 cups of redemption which enhance our consciousness, and through the simple joy of the family and friends we join with for the Seder. We go back to such simple things on the Seder night, to telling a story that we can tell year after year and still find wonderful and beautiful, singing the favorite songs together. The Seder night in our time lacks the essential element of the Seder night in temple times, which was celebrated by partaking of the Paschal Lamb. One of the details of the mitzvah of the Paschal Lamb, the Korban Pesach, is that it has to be eaten in a chavurah. It has to be eaten with a group of people who all sit down specifically together to partake of this. And the togetherness of Pesach is the supreme part of this festival, that we're joining together to celebrate our collective freedom. This year, this message is more important than ever, because people are feeling enslaved to their financial situation. They're feeling enslaved to their debts to the credit card company, and feeling enslaved to all of the other burdens which they carry. And we have to know that the Jewish soul is beyond all this. The Jewish soul has more power. The Jewish soul, even when constrained to return the debts, which we hope we'll all be able to do, is still able to rise above those debts, and to know that our greatest debt of all is to God. And we have to celebrate the fact that we've been created, and we have our minds and our faculties and our ability to dissociate from the immediate reality. This is redemption. Redemption comes about not through getting into a plane and being flown thousands of miles to different places. It's when you understand that in the very place you are right now, you can throw off the shackles of servitude, when you know that through the redemptive light of Simcha, the redemptive light of God, you can throw off the shackles of slavery right here. And we can all do this on the Seder night as we sit together and tell this beautiful story in the well-known words of the Haggadah, which we love from childhood onwards, and we sing these songs of Pesach. And what we need to know is that we can throw off the shackles right here and now.